Okay, everybody, welcome back to the show. There's always something to talk about with the food scene in Vancouver.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of anticipated openings coming up on the horizon. Andrew Morrison joining us, Scout Magazine, and we are talking food scene. How are you, Andrew?
Bearded.
Bearded. Is this a playoff beard? Is that what's going on?
There would be no other reason why I would ever do that.
See, because this year, I can't tell the hipsters from the people with playoff beards. So you're kind of like, you're hip. You got the glasses, but it's a playoff beard.
Chuck Taylor's.
I'm wearing a flannel shirt today, too.
Yeah.
I live in East Van.
I think you're lying. I think you are actually a hipster.
No, it's, I've never had the opportunity. I'm thinking 17 years ago, I think it was 21, I didn't have a beard back then.
Yeah.
And for every playoff
you just barely get a goatee and you're out.
Get it in there.
Yeah.
Can I say and compliment you that you have you have kind of a dirty beard too.
Like it's gnarly.
Yeah.
Last year I trimmed after we won the first round and then we lost. So this year there's
so you just gotta let it go.
Now,
my wife loves it.
I was going to say your wife loves it, huh? No. What do the kids think? One of your kids is here today, so be honest.
I don't know, James. What do you think?
What do you think,
James? You like the beard?
He doesn't like it.
Hates it. Hates it.
Okay, let's talk restaurants. Okay. We've got so many to get through today.
Yep.
Now, Hawksworth, people have been anticipating this.
3-year wait.
I hear it's fantastic.
It's beautiful. I mean, I think it's opening today. I was given a bit of a walk through last week, and it really is gorgeous.
Yeah,
and they've spared no expense on this place, and they shouldn't have, because David Hawksworth is inarguably one of the top chefs in Canada, and here he is opening his own signature restaurant in a landmark place like the Hotel Georgia.
And I can't name many people off the top of my head that I think could manage that 3-year wait and still have people...
And still have a lineup, you know...
And still have a lineup coming.
And have
that
a name.
shows the talent, right?
And I'm really excited about that.
So what kind of food?
Well, I think he's sort of a West Coast French and Asian accented chef. So we're going to see probably not ultra fine dining with dishes exceeding the $30 mark. I shouldn't think so.
Yeah.
Not in this climate, because Vancouver no longer dines that way.
Yeah.
So I think we're probably going to see, you know, maybe some of his greatest hits. I haven't been. This is the great thing. We're talking about restaurants I haven't been to yet.
And they're sort of they're doing what a lot of larger places do. They have sort of 3 different rooms, right?
Yeah. You walk in and you've got Brad Stanton's beautiful little bar, and it's called the Pro Room. And then next door you've got. No, that was the lounge, and then the Pro Room is next door, which is like 33 or 40 seats, and then there's the Art Room with a Rodney Graham installation on the far wall, and then there's the York Room upstairs. See, the great thing about this place, it's not just the restaurant. There's going to be the underground bar, there's going to be the cafe, there's going to be the ballrooms upstairs. I mean, it's an iconic property that we haven't seen. It's been under wraps for so long.
Cannot wait to see it. And next we're going to talk about Ensemble. Of course, the Corner Suite Bistro did close down. And now it is reopened with who at the helm?
Lumiere closed down, and
it's Dale McKay, who is a Top Chef Canada contender on Food Network Canada.
I think he's going to win.
I think he's going to win too. You know, he's a very talented young guy, very driven, and this is his first kick at the Independence can. So normally, a chef, when he gets his first chance or she gets her first chance, they knock it out of the park. So.
Well, and there is an intensity to Mr. McKay. I mean, we've interviewed him a couple times and met him, and he's a pretty intense guy. And I think that focus, especially when you're at that stage of your career, opening up your own place, that can only help, right?
Yeah, tricky location. That's the main concern, I think, for most people, you know, among the chattering classes and the food wonks, is they're, you know, at 850 Thurlow saw Saveur, Piccolomundo. Corner Suite got so much hype, and they lasted not even a year.
Yeah, so they're a block off Robson on Thurlow for anyone that wants to go and check it out.
And they've done some really cool things with the space. They've only just opened, and I'm looking forward to getting down there.
Great stuff. And next we're going to talk about Campagnolo.
Campagnolo Roma is the new place, and that just opened this week as well.
This is the original Campagnolo, though,
That's
right?
a shot of the original Campagnolo. The new one, Campagnolo Roma, is a sort of a regionally specific offshoot. So Campagnolo does extremely well on Main Street. What they've decided is, hey, you know, let's try and be more specific about what Italian cuisine we want to do at the next place. So they've opened way up on East Hastings by Nanaimo, across the street from the Red Wagon, and they're doing regional Roman food. So flatbreads, carbonaras, amatricianas.
You know, this is an interesting aspect of sort of the food scene in Vancouver now, right? Like, I remember when you're a kid, you know, Italian's Italian. But that regionality, that specificity has really come into the restaurant scene over the last 4 or 5 years.
And I mean, I've complained about it for years, that there's 90 different provinces in Italy, and each one has got its distinct cuisine,
India's
wines.
exactly the same, right? I mean,
but you cross the Atlantic, and it's now Italy. So you can get cream sauces with tomato sauces, and everything is the same.
Meatballs.
It meets the balls, and straw-covered Chianti bottles and the like. But now we're starting to go, okay, let's do Emilia-Romagna, let's do Roman, let's do Venetian
and nail
and
it,
Sicilian.
like really authentic.
Man, I'm getting hungry. Let's talk about Tableau.
Tableau replaces Voya in the Loden Hotel.
Okay.
So it's again Marc-André Choquette is Feeney's right-hand man for 8 years at Lumiere. Helped him win the Iron Chef America competition.
And the Loden Hotel is beautiful, and that space was
Yeah.
beautiful. So it's nice to see that they've kind of refreshed it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm again. This place has just opened up. I'm looking forward to get down. They've styled it after sort of a classic French bistro. Marc-André, similar to Hawksworth, is very much a West Coast Asian influenced French technique kind of guy.
Yeah.
High end. So this sounds like it's a little bit, below his weight class. So if he doesn't nail it, I'd be surprised.
I really like that though. That's part of what's happening is these guys are making food really accessible. That everybody sort of realized that you got to shrink it down a little bit.
You're forced by circumstance to adapt to what Vancouver is becoming. And Vancouver, I think, as a food town, is very much becoming a reflection of who we are as a people. Yeah. We're easygoing. We like to kick back Cadillac and take our time and not spend a lot of money. But I want it good, because if you don't give it to me, I'm going next door.
Exactly. Okay, Nelson the Seagull.
Oh, this is cool. Carroll Street off of Cordova and Gastown. I thought it was going to be a retail store, and I opened the door while it was under construction. They're still a couple days away, I think, or a week or two away. And it's 3 South Africans, really young, earnest, and they're building a beautiful bakery cafe. Just expansive, open concept. Lots of old original mosaic floor, and they really love what they're doing, and they're into it. And this stretch of Carroll Street is not the most fetching.
No.
Right.
I mean, they're flanked by dealers in the alleyway. I mean, it's in my neighborhood.
Pretty brave
I walk
maneuver.
past it. Well, I like what they're doing. They've got Portland Hotel Society has got a shelter upstairs for a single room occupancy for women. Written into their lease, they're hosting a dinner for them every Sunday night, or once a month or something like that. And they're going to be doing barista training classes for people in the neighborhood.
Great.
Once again, the way that people are incorporating the essence of the neighborhood into what's going on there is so admirable and so important to the city.
Not a lot of people do it, but in Gastown, we are seeing that a lot.
Okay, really quick, we've got to get to the Ascot.
Yeah.
The Ascot.
Like
Remember
the name.
Cassis Bistro?
Yes.
On 420 Pender. Great address.
Yeah.
I have no idea
I
why.
always forget about
I went Doritos.
Cassis Bistro was an interesting French bistro, and one of my favorite things about it was they had this secret little 10, 15-seat patio in the back that not a lot of people knew about. It was a sliver sunken with sort of exposed brick, greenery everywhere, and it was like you were in Greenwich Village tucked away in some
bar. Are you blowing the secret? Is that what you're doing right now?
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get a table there for a while, but this place just opened up, and it is gorgeous. They've really done a great job of leaving it alone, like not restoring it so much as just letting the original motifs inform their design choices.
Nice.
So it's very much an antique, old school, woody, faded wallpapery kind of room with lots of antlers everywhere, and
beautiful.
It's gorgeous.
I love it, man. Thank you so much for joining us.
And
Always a pleasure.
I hope the next time we see you, you look like one of the members of ZZ Top.
Yeah, man. I want to see that beard getting.
I don't know what happens. I don't know what to do if we win. Do I not shave it?
I don't know.
Come on the show and we'll shave it for you. I will. You can go to Scout Magazine's website or follow them on Twitter to find out all the info about the restaurants we were talking about today.
Yes, we're going to take a break.